Good evening, everyone. My name's Jay Rene Guerrero. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. We are in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, riots going on all over the country. Welcome to America. This is the first in a series that I'll be doing. I will be reciting passages from my book, White Rock, which is a paranormal mystery based in Dallas, Texas. And it's based on an urban legend here in Dallas, that of the Lady of the Lake. So since the early 1930s, motorists traveling around White Rock Lake at night have reported picking up a lone hitchhiker who is soaked to the skin, says she's had an accident, and asked to be taken home. So all the stories are a little different. The drivers put her in the back seat. She gives them an address. They drive to a different location, turn around to see if they're at the right place, and the girl's disappeared. There's nothing but a puddle of water and weeds on the seat where she's been sitting. So invariably they get out of the car, go to the home, knock on the door. An elderly person answers the door and says, "Yes, that was my daughter. She disappeared X many years ago, and you were the 60th person to try and bring her home." So this is, in a nutshell, is the story of the ghost of White Rock Lake. So in my novel, I have a protagonist, Laura Milton, a young woman who saw the ghost as a child and ever since has had these recurring nightmares that have gotten progressively worse over the years. When the book opens, she's 24 years old, and she's the dreams have gotten so bad that she wakes up screaming 6 nights out of 7 with these images just exploding in her head. So under this pressure, she decides to return to her hometown of Dallas, Texas. She's currently living in New York, going to NYU. So she returns to her hometown of Dallas, Texas to try and figure out who this person may have been, if they ever existed at all, and why this thing has attached itself to her. So the excerpts that I'm going to be reading from the book are out of chronological order. We'll be starting tonight on page 198. So in this scene, there are actually two scenes back to back. In the first part, she is actually going to visit the graves of her parents that she hasn't visited since she was 17 years old. She's been beaten up. There's so much going on, and she needs a connection with her family, with her mother, with her father, and she's never been able to sense their spirits or their ghosts. And for some reason that I will explain in the next book. But she's looking for some strength. She needs something to help her get through this. While she's mourning their passing, spirits begin appearing that inhabit the cemetery. And we see a very compassionate nature in these spirits, because not only can she see dead people, but they can see her as well. So there's a certain connection that I'm trying to write that she has with the dead. They reach out to her. They can feel her empathy. They want to help her. They're curious about who she is and why they're able to see her, as much as she is about why she's able to see them. So after she leaves the cemetery, she goes by White Rock and has another strange encounter with an inhabitant of the lake. So again, I don't want to ruin the story for you and tell you everything beforehand. So I'll just leave it at that. Again, this is the first excerpt in a series. I'll be doing this ongoing. And again, these excerpts are out of chronological order. But if you'd like to know more about the story, and the characters, please go to reneeguerrero.com or whiterockthenovel.com. And I have a full synopsis and an ongoing blog that talks about my writing process, the characterization, just about anything you'd want to know about this story, which is the first in a series of 3 novels based on my protagonist, Laura Milton, and her uncanny ability to speak to the dead. So again, I hope you enjoy this. Again, it's the first in a series. It's not foolproof. I'm still trying to work out all the bugs, so bear with me. But sit back, stay safe, open a cold one, and I hope you enjoy the first installment in White Rock. Thank you for tuning in.